Hey everybody, this is Dr. Joe Borio, this week's Thought Flash. And I'm excited to be here today to talk to you about an upcoming event. It is this weekend. I'm telling you, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be our biggest event we've ever had in chiropractic consulting. I just checked with my staff. We have the highest number of registered doctors we've ever had. We also have the highest number of new doctors that we've ever had. So it's very exciting for us, and it's great and exciting for the profession. Number two, I'm also excited we're going to have Dr. Matt McCoy. Dr. Matt McCoy is the editor of the Vertebral Subluxation Research Journal, and he is awesome. He spoke for us last year. He's a very good friend of a few of the clients that'll be there this weekend, and he's going to go over a lot of great information. So it's not a lot of hype. It's legitimate, great information for you to sit there. You're going to learn about science and case studies. You're going to learn more about the neurology and the nutrient of the body. You're going to learn a lot about practice management. We're doing a screening booth. So a lot of these events with other companies, what they'll do is they'll give you little bits and pieces. We don't. We give you an introductory fee. It's $100. You show up. You get a feel of who we are, you get a taste of what our program's about, and if it resonates well with you at that simple fee, you get to join our program. And let's be honest, that's one of the reasons we do our events, is certainly to educate those people that are clients, but we also want to bring new people into our program. Why? Because my mission as a chiropractor, my mission as your coach, my mission as somebody who's devoted his life to chiropractic is to make successful practitioners. I really believe that not only should we be great at what we do, but I also think we should be successful at what we do. And one of the great ways to get successful is certainly to model yourself after somebody. And I've been fortunate enough to run one of the highest volume practices in the country, and certainly been extremely successful in practice, and I want to share all that with you. So this is a great way to get to know who we are. That being said, I want to talk about vision for a moment, and why I think vision is so important. I talked about this about 2 years ago in a Thought Flash. I want to revisit it, and that is that vision is really directly related to your purpose. It's really related to your mission. And there's a couple examples that I've heard, over the years, but I'm going to use the example of a man that's a bricklayer, and he's a mason. And if you were to see a guy laying bricks, up next to a brick wall in a town or a village, and you walked up to him and said, "Hey, what are you doing?" And he says, "Hey, listen, I'm laying bricks and I'm building a wall." There's a man who has really no direct vision. He's looking at what he does solely for what it is and nothing more. So you can be assured that that guy's not going to be passionate. He's not going to be excited. He's not going to be excited in the morning to get up and do something, to make a change, because in his view, his presence, his place is to get up in the morning, punch the clock, lay his bricks, get done, punch out, go home. That's his vision. If you talk to somebody else, you might say, "Hey, listen, I'm building a building. I'm laying bricks to build a building." There's somebody that's got a little bit more vision. He's got a little bit more excitement. He's still stuck at laying that brick, but he sees that each brick by brick, he's building something. He's building a building. Now, you talk to the next person, and they say, "Hey, listen, I'm building a church. I'm here putting bricks together to build a church. And that church is going to serve this area. It's going to serve this community. It's going to offer something great for the people of this community." Let me tell you something. There's a guy who's got some vision. There's a guy who gets up in the morning. He's not a bricklayer. He's not getting up in the morning putting bricks together with mortar. He's a guy who's getting up in the morning making his community better. He's adding something to the community. That's why he's a lot more excited to go to work. You talk to those people, they're a lot more excited about what they do. They're not going to say, "I'm a bricklayer." They're going to say, "I'm a builder of buildings. I'm a builder of churches." Now, you talk to another person, and that person may say, "Listen, what I do is I actually help build a better world. I build a better world because I specialize in building churches, and I know that churches allow people to congregate. I know that churches allow people to build up their spiritual well. I know that churches allow people to fill themselves with a good spirit. I know that churches allow people to be better people. And by being better people, they leave the church being servants to their community. And they're better fathers and better mothers better uncles and grandfathers, and therefore they're better stewards to those children, better stewards to the world. Therefore, what I do every day is I make the world better because I'm a builder of churches. That's a man that has some vision. There's a man that's excited about going to work. There's a guy that shows up early. You know those people that show up early, show up to work early? Let me tell you something. They're not showing up to work. Those guys aren't showing up to go to work. Those guys are showing up to make a difference. Those are the people that get through their day, and at the end of the day, they're not watching the clock. They're at the end of the day, they're going, man, I can't even believe the day's over. They're the type of people say, man, there aren't enough hours in the day. There aren't enough days in the week. Because listen, I got a mission and a purpose to make a difference in this world. That's what resonates with me. That's why I'm here. That's why I exist. That's the purpose and mission that I devote my life to. It's not about all those little details. It's about that vision, that mission. Let me tell you something. Obviously, relating it to what we do, it's easy to get lost in the details. It's easy to get up in the morning. Oh man, I got to go to work. I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to do this. You still got to do that. You know, it's a Chinese proverb that says, before enlightenment, chop wood. After enlightenment, you still chop wood. So the idea that, you know, you don't have to do all those little day-to-day tasks, that isn't what we're talking about. What we're talking about is that your vision, your mission, your purpose, when you're fully enlightened meaning when you finally get it, when you finally realize that your job as a chiropractor is to change the world with what it is you do, with the adjustment, to allow innate to flow, to allow the body to work better, allow the body to function better. When you finally get it, when you're fully enlightened, even though you have to do all those little tasks, even though you still got to chop wood, let me tell you something, it becomes meaningless. It becomes easy. It becomes a life of service to other people. It changes the world. It changes every person you touch, every person you talk to, every relationship you have from this point forward is different as a result of your mission, of your purpose, of your vision. My vision is to get you to go to New York City. I hope you join us. I hope you make a commitment to yourself and to those people you serve to make the world a better place. This has been Dr. Joe Borio. It's always an honor. May your innate always flow from above down. Have a great week. I can't wait to see you in New York City.
My best friend gave me the best advice. He said,